Hey, like, subscribe, and share YouTube. All right, guys, let's see here. I want to talk about some evil, diabolical shit that GYPSY Rose Blanchard and Lifetime together, together we're pulling. Surprise, surprise, right? All the evil shit they've already done together, right? We already know that, they faked a whole pregnancy, GYPSY and Lifetime together, and we can't ever let that lie get out. They can never, ever, because it won't be just GYPSY. Lifetime's going to have some explaining to do. Of course, they'll turn it all around and say, "Oh well, it was based on a truth, based on reality," and they'll turn it around on her. But they can never let that lie get out. Do you know how bad that'll look on Lifetime? That they did a whole lie and wanted everyone to think that she really had a baby. That's why this is so bad that they have to cover this up with anything. This is why they're pulling out AI babies and they're doing all this shit, because no one can know that big lie between her and Lifetime. Okay. And again, I'm just going to say it, hate to beat a dead horse, but she's going to have to get out from under this baby. Halloween's here coming real soon, right? So it's coming, guys. That baby's going to be gone some way or another. Ken took off with her and his father in Turkey, and now we can't ever get her back, or CPS took her, or she was killed somehow. You know it's coming. But I want to talk about something else that her and Lifetime pulled a long time ago when she first got out of prison, guys. I was paying attention because I knew what an evil bitch she was from jump. I already knew. I was paying attention. Do you guys remember the time when she, with the supposedly her parole officer was watching her so closely that she said, "Well, you were on a podcast and you said something and you were trying to get a message to Nick, your co-defendant. So you have to come off of social media altogether." Somehow you were doing. Now, let's think. Number one, her parole officer got the call and said, "Let this bitch do whatever she wants." And she did. We know she did. She traveled wherever she wanted. She did whatever she wanted. People were calling. People were writing. People were emailing everybody, getting her, the parole officer and her supervisors and everything. Nothing happened. All the stupid shit she was doing the whole time. Do you really think the parole officer that let her do whatever the fuck she wanted, because they were told to, because she's protected by the Luciferian Brotherhood, okay, that they were really concerned that possibly she was getting some cryptic message to her co-defendant, and she had to take TikTok down immediately. Just take it down. And remember how Lifetime played that up on the TV to make Ryan look like a piece of shit. Now, this is two things what was going on here, guys. She had $6,000 some on that TikTok thing. She knew she was going to leave Ryan. This is what an evil, disgusting, cheap, greedy bitch she is. Knowing all the money she's got handed to her already with the books and the docuseries and the TV show and all this shit, she's got plenty of money. Quit letting her lie to you. It's embarrassing. She's got plenty of money. And she knew, because I'm telling you, Mike Stanfield said the minute you get out of prison, we'll start the wheels turning for you get away from him. You don't, you're going to have to fuck him a couple times, but we'll get you away from him. This is how despicable these people are. I mean, she already knows she tricked him into marrying her in prison just so she could get home a little bit early. They don't care. This is what they do. The end justifies the means no matter fucking what. Okay, so this is the deal. Remember how she was all dramatic? Revenue. This revenue to you care about? I'm going to go back. I'm not going back to prison over this. Remember she freaked out? Remember? She never stopped that social media account. She never took that TikTok account down. All she was doing is getting out of the house so she could transfer that $6,000 to her and not give Ryan any of it. That's all that was. That is all that was. Because if they were still together and she transferred that money over, he would expect something to help with the bills or whatever. I don't know what they had going on there. Right? I mean, they're married. That should be their money. Right? That's how it works. That's how it works here. We don't keep separate money and all that shit. That's crazy. Do you understand this? And do you understand how Lifetime, how they film things, and how they made it look like, wow, Ryan's just a piece of shit. All he cares about is money. That was nothing but a lie. She didn't go off social media 1 minute, and it had nothing to do with that. She completely made that up, man. Her fucking parole officer didn't even think about that or care about that. She was allowed to do whatever she wanted. If you guys actually believe that her parole officer called her and said, "You better that's it, you better shut that down, get off social media," because she never came off social media at all. How are we supposed to reconcile that? Her parole officer supposedly told her that, and then a week later, we just all forgot like it didn't happen. That was two things. That was Lifetime helping Gypsy make Ryan look like a terrible piece of shit because they knew they were about to dump him, and this fucking queer, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, but this clown, I don't mean queer gay, I mean queer strange, okay? Queer strange. Can Urker, because he is strange as fuck, can enter the picture. And remember how it went? That's exactly how it went. Got to get her from Ryan. He's a control nut. Then they turned him into the control nut. Just because he was wondering why she's over on her phone all the time. Well, he was onto something, right? She was fucking the dude from Jump, supposedly. I don't think they've ever even... It's all a big story, guys. But this is what they want us to believe. Okay? That her and Ken are a fake relationship. They always have been. But we're supposed to believe that's what's going on. Her love that left her in prison and now they're rekindling and all this. No. He is an actor. He was paid to do all of this, okay? And immediately when she got out, the ball was rolling to get away from Ryan. So let's demonize him on the television show, make him look like he's this big, he's a big furnace to sleep next to. Oh, let's do the big food hoarding thing, remember? They just had to show Gypsy cleaning out the fridge and all this and make a big deal to make him look like a big fucking fat slob food hoarder that no one would want to be with and make him look like a control nut. Remember, they follow you around with the camera in these shows and they video hours and hours and hours of footage and they cut it down to exactly what they want and they do it very strategically. Okay? You know how they do. Leading up to a commercial, they got something and then it's so you'll come back after the fucking commercial. You know how they do. It's very strategic what they do. And they did everything to make Ryan look like a total piece of shit, control nut, fucking freak that no one would want to be with. That's what Lifetime did. That's how evil they are. They villainized that man to the whole world for no reason, man. Made him look like a total control nut fucking freak because of the way they did the editing. And like he just was cared about money. No, it doesn't. All this poor guy wanted to do was get fucking laid all the time. He figured, well, I got a wife now. That's all that's, dude. Okay, he fell in love with her. She tricked him. He was just trying to get laid all the time. He figured, I got a wife now, so I'm going to get, That's all this is about with that big oof. That's all this is about with him. Okay, but then he fell for her too. And it's disgusting what she did to him. Okay, but I got no respect for him because look, he's obviously on the payroll, guys. Ryan's on the payroll with them too and knows he knows there's no baby and all that shit. Let's not think Ryan's a good dude. Okay? He might have been at the beginning, but she fucking ruined him. And looks like he's on the payroll right along with her. He's defending. Look what this bitch has done. Told everyone he's got a little tiny smoky dick. Told everyone that. Told everyone he's like a big fat furnace to sleep next to. Told him, he doesn't do anything for me in bed. I'm not even attracted to him. She's told the whole world this about her fucking supposed. She's told everyone she's never even had an orgasm, which we know is completely. Why would she do that? Why would she do that? And why would Lifetime have her say to everybody, the whole world, I've never had an orgasm? When she was in women's prison for fucking 8 years with a bunch of bull dykes. Okay? That are specialists at that. And if you think any of those older women that are in prison forever, we're going to let Gypsy Rose leave without getting hers. Come on, man. There's a reason she did that, to shame everybody. Well, she was shaming Ken, though, in the process, too. No one can get this girl off, according to her. Okay. Come on, guys. This is how evil and disgusting is. And Lifetime went along with it. Why would they do that? They were trying to villainize Ryan so they could get rid of him. Okay? They were in on that. And just so Gypsy could keep every penny of that $6,000 whatever dollars instead of sharing it with her fucking husband. That is the least this bitch could have done. What she's done to him. Tricks him into marrying her in prison. And like she really loves him and all this shit. And then gets out. And the minute she gets out, all she's doing the entire time is trying to avoid fucking him. The entire time. That's all this was. And get away from him. And she had to take the money and run too. All the money she's got, guys, she's lying to you. She's got plenty of money. Stop believing it. She couldn't even break him off some money. That is how disgusting and despicable Gypsy Rose Blanchard is, man. See you in the next video.